Hello everyone, you are all welcome to lecture number 1093, and today's topic is the history and application of Python versus MOJO. Why I have written MOJO? Because this Python is actually object oriented language programming, and it is computer based programming, and it has lot of applications. It was launched in 1980s, and the history I will tell you. And it is one of the most popular application, Python, and it is interpreter type of language programming. Also, it has dynamic, object oriented, and even in many of the tools it is used, like even still Google is using, Facebook is using as a data storage, also Netflix, Twitter, all these companies, they are using Python. And the word Python came from the very popular comedy program was, that is Mon Python Circus, that was played by British BBC, and the person who was script writer, when he learned this language programming, so he picked the Python from that Mon Python Circus comedy program by BBC. And he mentioned that Python word is first very specific, small word, short, and it is mysterious. It gives very typical impression. That's why he selected Python. And from that day, the Python is used as a object-oriented language programming, and it has big library of language. And the advantage is it is very simple to operate, and secondly, the coding is simplified by reading line by line, and if there is any correction, it can take care. For example, if you have the coding of, if for example you have 5 line coding, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 line coding is there. So by Python, if suppose there is mistake in this coding and these are correct, so it will run and print all those, and this will not stop, because in other applications, if there is any mistake in the coding line, it will stop, it will not print. But here the advantage is that even if there is some mistake in one of the coding line, it will print and it will correct. And also it is having high level application, means if suppose you have some data storage in A which is equal to 10, A is having a lot of data storage, that is alphabet and this is numbering, so it can coordinate. And if suppose B is having 20, this is your alphabet and this is your numbering F. And if you are giving the command to Python to combine, so A plus B, whatever is the outcome runoff, it will immediately come and it will be given 30. So that is also one of the very important application. And this Python is used mostly by students in their scientific calculation, in their scientific writing, and also in cyber security, for scanning purpose, for data storage, and in industries, in companies, also in automation, self-driving. It has lot of application, that's Python. And here let me make it very clear. There are three companies. One is known as Google. Second is Apple. And third is Tesla. Today, in today's world, let every student, teenagers, young who are looking for their career in artificial intelligence, ChatGPT, or artificial intelligence based any company, anywhere, to become data scientists or data engineers, all this, these three companies has taken care of the whole world. One is Google, and CEO is Sundar Pichai. This Sundar Pichai is Indian. And then Apple, actually for Apple, Steve Jobs is the founding father, but he passed away. That was on October 211. So today the CEO is Tim is the, because Steve Jobs is not there. Steve Jobs is the founder. But today he is the CEO. And Tesla, everybody should know, it is, the owner is, that is Elon Musk, the richest man in this Tesla company. His worth is more than $150 billion. And all these companies, Google, Apple, and Tesla, they are worth of $100 billion companies. And they are dictating and governing all the information, artificial intelligence based companies, and creating millions of jobs, and will be creating millions of jobs, and these companies will be having the main role. So what happened? The one man, Chris, his name was Chris. He worked in these three companies. Gentleman Chris, and he launched his new company just few months ago by using $20 million, and that company's name is Modular. And this Modular, they have launched their language programming, and name is MOJO. So MOJO came on 3rd of 2023, and after this, once any language programming is coming nowadays on this earth globally, the hype is created, lot of advertisement will be there. So for example, just 3 weeks ago, this MOJO language programming is launched, and by Chris, his company. So now there are a lot of write-up is coming. I have seen that they are going to kill Python, and Python is killed. Now MOJO will be there everywhere, and it is a very fast. It is 35,000 faster than Python. It has all capability. It has bigger library than Python. Lot of news are coming, but still it is under test. And let me make it very clear to all of you. Nowadays situation is like that every month hundreds of language-based applications and features are launched in thousands every year, and they are disappearing. Lot of hype they are creating. Python has come, MOJO has come, some other will come, some X, Y, Z will come, like that. So why I have quoted this example of these three multi-billionaire and genius. Nowadays, Google is very much in competition, is under stress, is struggling how to add value because Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla, he has launched XAI, the latest one, some few days ago, and that is giving big challenge, and still it is under, we can say, testing. Is not yet out, it's lot of applications, but Google can have such type of information that it will be more challenging to Google. That is next tool of artificial intelligence. And I have already told you in the beginning that what competition is going on between Google and OpenAI and then XI of Elon Musk. Now Sundar Pichai and Elon Musk, they are face to face, competing each other, how to sustain. So why Google, is slow nowadays in front of ChatGPT and some other of its tools? I have already discussed, you will know, it is uploaded, that it failed to add the value. That value was not added. What it is added to ChatGPT and the latest tools. So here, I have already given you all the background, and this Python, it was launched in 1986 onward, and they went on improving every year with new version, and today's version is, that is last year's was 22, it was 3.9, and 3.910, and then 2023 it is now today 3.10. These are all versions, and that should be 9, 10 like that. So anyway, it went on improving from 1 to 2 to 3, something like that, and today's one is 3.10.10. So all these applications I am going to give one by one. So about Python, number one, Python is one of the most popular programming languages. It is object-oriented language programming, and in the world in recent years, it is used in everything, for machine learning to building websites and software testing. And actually one lecturer in this computer science instructor at Michigan University, USA, he wrote one book that Python is for everybody, for everyone. So from that book, actually these are words, and he has given it as lot of application. And it is used in everything from machine learning to building websites and software testing. It can be used by both developers and non-developers. Number two, it has created Netflix recommendation algorithm to the software that controls the self-driving, because it has lot of application in automation, in automobile industry also. And number three, Python is computer programming language often used to build websites, software, automate tasks, conduct data analysis. It has several versatile of different program with friendliness and simple. Because of its friendliness and simplicity, it is very, very popular, and it has made it one of the most used programming language today in the year 2023. The popular programming language, it was mentioned that they use 50% of their time in development work. Number 4, the name Python, I have already told you in the beginning, came from the Monty Python circus. It was very, very popular comedy circus. It was in 1970s. From there, there was BBC program. The Python word was picked, and I have already told you. So I have already told you some of the applications, but here it is itemized, and I have given some little information about different type of applications. So number 1 is web development. Python is widely used in website development and can create and develop a web application, and that is framework like Flask, then Django and Pyramid. And number 2, it is used in machine learning. The most popular machine learning are TensorFlow, Keras and PyTorch. They are the most popular machine learning, these 3. Number 3, data analysis. Python has powerful libraries such as Pandas, NumPy and Matplotlib library, that Matplotlib. And most important is visualized data used in scientific data analysis, and also in some computing for students, for data computing, scientific data, all this. Number 4, game development. It is also used for game development. Python is used in game development because it can handle complex algorithms like OpenGL and Pygame. Number 5, automation. Python is used in automation, that is repetitive tasks such as scheduling and sending of the email and arranging of the files. Number 6, cyber security. It is used to develop security tools like scanning of password, and also searching and identifying the password. That is, scanning and password searching is the most important use of cyber security by Python. Number 7, MOJO. I have already told you a lot about MOJO, that it just came on 3rd of May. It is launched by, it is a very fast language programming, and they are mentioning that it will be 35,000 times faster than Python, and also they are saying it is going to kill the Python, so competition is going on, let us see, but still MOJO is under testing, and that is company capacity of libraries. MOJO is still under testing, created by modular company in California, USA, with 50 employees and $20 million backing on 3rd of May 2023, and in this Google is also one of the shareholder, and to support it because it is going to be used for AI as an AI artificial intelligence developer, and lot of some new tools of artificial intelligence development will come. What it is claimed by MOJO, to let us see, maybe in coming 2-3 months time, some magic of MOJO, and let us see how both are going. That is Python and MOJO. So this lecture is the application of Python, and it is for young generation students, those who are learning new skills, so that they can learn, and in this way they will be skilled to get the jobs in the market. And these lectures are just to encourage and motivate the young generation about all these new emerging technologies and different type of tools. With this, I will stop. Thank you very much for watching the lecture.